First impressions can influence how one is perceived. They can have a dramatic impact on future interactions, your social life, business, love life. Let's find out where Mercedes Club Black will fit into your life. Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on bringing you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and $100 range, and most of these are way less than that. And a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. I got one for you guys here today. Not necessarily a new release by any means, but I had been wanting to pull the trigger on this thing since I basically started this journey. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at Mercedes Club Black. So this fragrance was released in 2017. This is December of 2024, so I'm way late joining the party on this thing, but that doesn't mean that it's not still relevant today. I don't care when the fragrance was released. A lot of fragrances are timeless. I'm not prejudiced. I'm going to review them things if I get my hands on them. Love doing the new ones, but sometimes the oldie but goodies and even the classics are just where it's at sometimes. Let's just face it. So this fragrance, if you don't already know, is a gourmandy vanilla type fragrance. It opens up very sweet, vanilla, incense. That's basically all you really need to know about this thing. Creamy, smooth vanilla. The incense following right alongside of it, basically accenting it. It's almost like just as much incense as there is vanilla. More the sweetness of the incense than the smokiness of the incense, but you do get puffs of the smoke, and the bergamot that's in the opening just kind of just tap dances a little bit on top of all that. It's just there, just a little bit, little squirts of that bergamot on top of that rich, smooth vanilla, like I said, running parallel with that incense, landing on some woody backbone. That's what this fragrance is. That's what the notes are. They don't lead you astray. There's some powderiness, which is probably coming from the jasmine. The benzoin can have a balsamic vanilla kind of feel, so added vanilla note. This is a vanilla, gourmandy, warm, smooth fragrance. Again, mostly vanilla and incense. The sweetness from the incense with touches of that smoke. Performance isn't what I thought it was going to be. Only thing I have against this fragrance, that's not even really a hit on the thing, is that it's an eau de toilette. I thought for sure this was going to be an eau de parfum. Winter fragrance, warm, cozy, rich, oriental, gourmand, warm, like vanilla fragrance. I thought for sure it was going to be eau de parfum, but it's an eau de toilette. It smells like an eau de parfum, like, you know, that like kind of richness thing going on, but it's not. It's an eau de toilette, and the performance kind of reflects that. Not so much in the projection, because a lot of times eau de toilettes, because they have more alcohol in them, will push off a little harder at the beginning. This one doesn't. Maybe it's the heaviness of like the vanilla and the amber and stuff, just like reeling it back and keeping it a little bit closer to the skin. The projection isn't bad. I did get compliments like everywhere I went wearing this thing from women. So it's not like terrible in projection, but it's just not quite where I want it to be. The longevity isn't quite where I want it to be. It's like a 5-hour fragrance, which is average, but not for winter fragrance. A winter fragrance, in my opinion, these heavier sweet fragrances are supposed to be like 7, 8 border and beast mode type hours, but it's 5 hours on this one. I don't know if it gets better over time. Y'all let me know in the comments if it does, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy this thing, because even though it's an average performing fragrance, I am going to go ahead and give this one, might surprise you, an 8 out of 10. I love this fragrance. I always have, ever since I first smelled it. I always thought this was one of the sexiest vanilla fragrances that a man can wear. This one right here, it's a date night fragrance, 100% evening, date night, inviting, warm, delicious, scrumptious kind of a fragrance. Intimate, like cozy type of a deal. That's what this is. So, is it youthful? Sure, it's a youthful fragrance, but I think it's a mature fragrance at the same time. I think any age can like wearing this thing because it's not like a super playful youthful. It's just so inoffensive that the youth could wear this thing easily and enjoy it. Just like somebody that's a member of the AARP could probably enjoy this thing. And I'm sure that I got some of you guys that are watching my channel that are, I got the analytics. I know where my like age group is, and it's typically like 25 to I think 48 or so is my biggest broad, like most of my viewers are that age. So, but there's people that are like 65 plus, it says. Small percentage, but it says 65 plus, so I got some people that watch my channel. Y'all can enjoy this one. Trust me. Because it's just that good. It really is. Is it synthetic? Sure, it's synthetic. Is it wonderful smelling? Abso-freaking-lutely. This thing smells so good. I've been wearing it like 3 days in a row. I really like wearing this thing. I actually, quick story, I got kind of scared. I bought it, came in the mail, and I was like, yes, and I wore it. And then I couldn't find it. Took to the truck to the mechanic shop, and I couldn't find it. I was like, man, did somebody really want this thing more than me? I doubt anybody wanted it more than me, but I can't find it. And a couple of days later, it was like, it was still in the box. Luckily, I kept it in the box. It was underneath one of my chainsaws under my back seat somehow. I don't know how it made it back there, but it was there. And I swear I looked for it everywhere, but when I was working, there it was. And I was super happy. So, quick little story thing. But yeah, 8 out of 10, warm weather. I mean, 8 out of 10, cool weather, warm fragrance. Cool weather, date night, evening, lounge around, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, fireplace type of a thing. Very good gourmandy, sweet, rich, warm, vanilla incense kind of fragrance. So if you haven't smelled this one, that's what it is. If you're into vanilla and you don't have this on your shelf, what are you doing? Just get it. It's worth it. One of the reasons why I hadn't bought it is because it was always in the upper 30s or around 40. I was kind of waiting for it to drop down. It never did. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger on this thing and get it. So I did. And I'm super glad that I did. Yeah. So that's my final thoughts on Mercedes Club Black. Worth every bit of hype. I think, in my opinion, you guys will correct me if you think I'm wrong. I know you will. So with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.